Good morning, dogs, and welcome to part 2 of Mondays with Benny. I hope last week was the best week of your life, and I hope this week is even better. On today's episode of Monday with Benny, we got some pretty good stuff planned. We've first of all got some viewer-created fan art to show off. We'll of course be reading my favorite comments from the last week. And finally, we'll be answering questions submitted by you guys in the Discord, so get comfortable and let's get this started by liking the video and subscribing if you haven't already. Before we get started, I want to give a massive shout out and thank you to last week's top donators on our live streams. Man, those guys are pretty cool. I cannot thank you enough for the support. I really wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Fetching dogs. Also, one of these super chats was from a viewer named Abraham who said, here's 10 bucks, go and add a cactus to your setup. So here's me walking all the way to Walmart just to realize that they don't actually have them in stock. I need to order them and future Benny has to go pick it up at a later date. Hey, it's future Benny. I got the cactus. I made it. Here's the cactus for you. Its name is Abraham. Thank you, future Benny. That is a really good looking cactus. Anyways, let's get into it. First of all, let's dive right into the fan art. Here are all of the submissions that I haven't shown yet. I love the creativity. This stuff is awesome, including this rendering of my Minecraft skin. Shout out Bennycraft. Go watch it if you haven't seen it yet. Out of all of the submissions, my favorite from the last week was this one of Freaky Benny made by Ignited7. I don't know, it just kind of speaks to me. Because I like that one the most, we're gonna add it to my desktop wallpaper. Okay, this is my wallpaper pulled up in Adobe Express. Here is Freaky Benny. I think it's time to retire the bottom right corner, so let's put this guy right here, just barely peeking out at me from the bottom corner. Nice. And there we go. There's there's Freaky Benny hanging out in the corner. Very nice. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, now that the fan art is taken care of, we're gonna move on to the comments from the last week. And I was looking at my comments and I realized there's a section that can change from published to held. And these are all the comments that were held for moderation reason that weren't quite published. So we're gonna check these out. Right off the bat, MCS says, holy twink pull. I think that's enough of those ones. Throughout the entire week, I always get comments of people asking, where can I download Snake? It's not a downloadable game. It's built into Google. You just search Google Snake game and it's right there. I'm actually kind of pissed that my top game out of years of learning how to create content and stream is a free game that takes 0 space. I spent $1,300 on my PC and this is the game that gets me noticed? I'll take what I can get. Honestly, I'll take what I can get. I just wish I could have seen this sooner, if you know what I mean. Little G definitely says, yo, you're playing the Minecraft Dungeons music. How much more aura can this guy get? I can't claim any of that aura, I promise, because on Spotify, I literally looked up copyright-free playlists, and there's this one, Minecraft Lo-Fi, made by Slow-Fi, and I just shuffled this playlist on repeat during all of my live streams now. It's phenomenal, it's perfect. But I've never actually played Minecraft Dungeons, so if any of this music is from Minecraft Dungeons, I had no idea. That's not because of me. That's not because of me. I had this guy, the Dog Lucky, say WVid with a broken heart emoji. Wasn't quite sure if that was sarcasm, so I just said a comment. I'm pretty sure I meant to say W comment, but I guess I just typed a comment. I made a statement. Dangbra Clip says, that's a pretty solid Snake strategy. Snake! On one of my Snake game clips, this guy, Good HHDJ, says, his greed disgusts me. One of my OG viewers, Splat Yoshi, says, dang, you've grown so big and so fast. Pause. I was here since the PC series. I think you had like 11K subs at that point. I think I say this a lot, but it's kind of crazy how much my audience has changed in the last year. It started off with vlogs and the PC series and now Snake game and a lot of gaming stuff. So I think it's really cool to see when people started watching my channel. Comment down below how many subscribers I had when you started watching. I really want to see that. Anyways, let's see what people are asking in the Discord. If you guys are new here, I do have a Discord. It should be linked in my bio, but I also put a link in the description of this video. In the Discord, I have this channel called Questions for Mondays with Benny. And these are all the questions people have put in so far. I obviously can't get to all of them today, so if I don't get to your question today, I'll save it for next week. First up, Hacker says, what was your oldest memory from content creation? Dude, I say this all the time, but I had a channel when I was 14. Let me look this up really quick. I posted this one video that did pretty decently well, 7 things to do alone outside. We're not gonna watch it. We've already watched it too many times. But the real first video I ever posted was this one.
Oh, hello there. Huh? What's that? Zap zap.
Lego stop motion, baby. That's when I first realized how addicting posting content was. Recording and editing stop motion videos on my iPod Touch when I was 12, 13 years old was one of the coolest experiences. And ever since I started doing that, I have never been able to escape the feeling that I am supposed to be doing this. It just keeps pulling me back, man. It speaks to me. So I love doing this so much. It's so fun. Next up, Hassan says, why did you start being a streamer, and does it feel better than working your old job? Sorry if it was so personal to you. I started streaming while I was taking classes in college and working full time because when I was posting videos, it took way too much time to record a video, edit it. I didn't have a good enough PC, so it was a super slow process. And I realized one of the easiest ways to start creating content is to just stream it. I'll record that gameplay, I'll get to it, I'll edit it eventually. But if there's a chance somebody wants to watch you while you're playing that game in that moment, you might as well click start streaming and just get it out there. It's the easiest way to just get your name out there to a few people. And now 2 years later, I have thousands of people watching me play the freaking Snake game, dude. I started playing, the first ever game I streamed was a Tentacle Tale or something like that. I don't know. It was part of my top games of all time series. Start streaming. It is the easiest way to start creating content. And yes, it absolutely feels better than working in all my old jobs, but every single job I worked got me to where I am at right now. Stepping stones, right? All right, next, Snickety says, if you could only listen to 5 albums for the rest of your life, what 5 albums would you choose? Parachutes by Coldplay, Landmark by Hippocampus, Crazy Love by Michael Bublé, Volume Alpha, C418, and finally Bewitched by Lave. Well, it's a pretty good mix of jazz and some indie rock. Let's see what everybody else said. 21st Century Breakdown by Green Day, Sabrina Carpenter, Metallica, The Monkees, and Rush. Dude, skip with the spread, man. Holy cow. Taylor Swift. Okay, if I can revise mine, I'd probably switch out Lave for Lover by Taylor Swift because Lover was my first song played at my wedding. Yeah, we're putting that in there. Xbox says, when are you going to play Geometry Dash again? Probably never, dude. Nightfang says, who's your favorite mod? I want to see what they think. Who do you think is my favorite mod? Sema says, his wife. Yeah, probably. His brother, me, of course. Was that Rich Next? Himself. I mean, yeah, my wife is one of my mods, so obviously that's the correct answer. That's the only answer, actually. Okay, I'm realizing most of these questions are stuff like, why did you cause the buyout of 87? Benny, what are your comments on the femboy maid allegations? Benny, why are you bald? Okay, I think the last question I want to answer is by Skip. He says, Benny, what is your game plan for the rest of 2026? Are there any big ideas for the future? Yes. Every single stream, every single video I post, every short is an experiment to get better and better and better at creating content. Whether it happens in this year or in 20 years, I want to be one of the biggest gaming creators on YouTube. I realize I'm competing with people who have been doing this for a very long time, but everybody's got their cycle. And if I keep up with the growth that we've been having in the last year, 2 years, that's an opportunity that I think we can make happen. And I say this a lot, but I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I honestly believe that I have one of the greatest communities ever. You guys are awesome. I love hanging out with you guys. It's so fun. So this year we're gonna experiment with IRL content, a bunch of different gaming series like an Uncharted series, Zelda series, all sorts of gaming challenges. I've got a pretty long list. It's gonna be pretty sweet. But bottom line, at the center of everything, I honestly love making people smile. As cheesy as that sounds, I love making people laugh. I love creating entertainment and being there for people to bring a little bit of light in people's lives. I think it's pretty fun. So it's a cool opportunity that I have as a creator to bring some joy into people's lives. Yeah. Cheesy. So yeah, that's my plan for 2026 is to keep experimenting, keep trying new things, and to get better and better and better at making the best entertainment for you guys. Anyways, oh wait, one more comment. Ethan says, Benny, when can you bring the Mucho Mango Punch back? Dude, I got you. This one, right? The Arizona juice, this stuff right here. Dude, that slaps. That's so good. Anyways, we're gonna end it right there. So as always, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have the best week of your life. You guys are the best, and we'll see you guys in the next one.